Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. The gold rush has continued for the Aussies on day 8 in Paris. Vanessa Lowe claiming gold in the women's long jump T63. Tim Hodge has set a new Paralympic record in the pool, claiming gold in the 200 metres individual medley SM9. While after winning the triathlon and taking out silver in the time trial, Lauren Parker has smashed the field to win gold in the road race. Parts of Victoria are again without specialist paramedics to staff mobile intensive care ambulances. 8 MICA units were off the road across Melbourne last night. The shortage also affecting air ambulance operations, with one Bendigo-based chopper flying without specialist crew. There was commuter chaos right across Sydney trains last night, with reports a 13-year-old boy was found injured on tracks at Homebush. According to News Corp, he suffered head injuries and was treated by paramedics at around 5:30 p.m. before being rushed to hospital. Multiple train services were delayed or cancelled across much of the network. Australia has the highest gambling losses in the world, according to a new report from the Grattan Institute. The average person is losing $1,600 a year to gambling, well ahead of similar countries like the US and New Zealand. Total losses amount to $24 billion a year, half of that from poker machines. In WA, pokies are banned from venues except for casinos, and Premier Roger Cook says other states have become reliant on their revenue.
We need to do more, making sure that we reduce the exposure of young people to advertising and gambling, making sure that we get pokies out of our communities. It's endemic on the East Coast. I don't know what they can do about their pokies, but I'm resolute. There will be no pokies in WA while I'm Premier.
A Perth teenager accused of making and selling lollies laced with drugs has failed to front court. His lawyer handed the magistrate a medical certificate to explain the 16-year-old's absence. Police allege the teen manufactured and sold cannabis-laced gummies to another student who shared them with a friend, landing them both in hospital. Almost 60 people will lose their jobs as the iconic King Island dairy closes its doors after more than 120 years. It's come as a shock to workers, with parent company Saputo investing $40 million in the last 5 years and no buyer coming forward. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, Geelong is through to its 7th preliminary final in 9 seasons after smashing Port Adelaide by 84 points. And in the NRL, the last round of the regular season has kicked off, with the Storm slaying the Broncos 50 points to 12. In entertainment news, the UK's Crown Prosecution Service won't pursue criminal charges against disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein. 2 years ago, the CPS authorised 2 charges of indecent assault, allegedly against a woman in London in 1996. Those will now be dropped, with the service saying there was no longer a realistic prospect of conviction. And Queen guitarist Brian May has revealed he temporarily lost the use of his left arm after suffering a minor stroke recently. The 77-year-old has shared the health update in a post on his website, saying the good news is he can still play guitar. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.